Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear students, hello and I hope you're doing well, staying at home, staying safe. Today we have a new lesson. Still Unit 2, the water cycle. But remember, the last video was about the language book. It was in the language book, Unit 2. But this video is going to be on the practice book, page 10. So I want you all to open your practice books, page 10. Are you ready? Let's start. We'll be doing the exercises on this page together, alright? 1. Read page 16 again. Match the beginning and ending of each sentence. Alright, let's read together. First sentence, when water gets warm, you have to choose one of the other, one option of the other list. 2, when water vapor rises, what happens? 3, when water vapor cools. 4, these droplets of liquid. 5, clouds are moved. 6, when the droplets get big and heavy. So this is the first column. Let's move to the second column. A, by wind. B, form clouds. C, they fall as rain. D, it evaporates into water vapor. E, it meets cooler air. And F, it turns back into droplets of liquid. These phrases are supposed to be the end of each sentence on the left column. So, number 1 is already done to you. Can you see it? Number 1 is D, right? Number 2 is E. When water vapor rises, E, it means cooler air. Remember the steps of the water cycle? When water vapor rises, it means cooler air. Alright? 3, F. When water vapor cools, let's go to F. Yes, the last phrase. It turns back into droplets of liquid. It turns back into droplets of liquid, or it's a sentence. F. 3, F. Okay? When water vapor cools, F, it turns back into droplets of liquid. For B, for these droplets of liquid, B, form clouds. These droplets of liquid, they do what? Form clouds, as in the steps of the language book. They form clouds. 5A. Clouds are moved. A, the first sentence, or the first phrase, by the wind. Clouds are moved by the wind. Yes? And the last one, 6, is C. 6 is C. When the droplets get big and heavy, C, they fall as rain. So this is a summary of the steps of the water cycle. It's exercise 1. We just did it together. Alright? Is it clear? Let's move on. Exercise 2. Read page 17 again. What do the clouds look like in the pictures? We want the shape of the clouds. What do they look like? Picture 1, go back to the language book. Picture 1, can you see it? These clouds look like cotton wool. Remember cotton wool? We explained cotton wool, didn't we? So picture 1, like cotton wool. Picture 2, moving to picture 2. What do the clouds look like? Huh? Read picture 2. These clouds are very tall. The top of this cloud or the top of this type of cloud spreads out. So they are very tall on the top, spreads out. Can you see the picture? They're very tall, remember? Alright, picture 3. Picture 3. They are very wispy. Go ahead, read picture 3. These clouds are very wispy. Remember the meaning of wispy? Yes? And form high up in the sky. These clouds are very wispy. Picture 4. Let's go to picture 4. How do the clouds look like? And what do the clouds look like? These clouds are flat and gray all over. Remember? Flat and they are gray all over. They are very low in the sky and usually mean that it will rain. So, picture 4, the last picture, the description of the clouds are flat and gray all over. Flat and gray all over. I hope it's clear for you. I heard that some markers are not clear. That's why I use one marker. Okay? Is it clear? Yeah, you might find there's a reflection, somewhere on the board. Let me try. Switch one of the lights. Yes, I hope it's clear now. Okay, moving to exercise 3. Now we know the description of the clouds. Each cloud has certain features. They look like this, they look like that. When you look up in the sky, you would know what type of clouds are they, right? Exercise 3. The last one on the book, last one on the page. What type of weather do these clouds bring? Now we're not talking about the clouds now, we're talking about what type of weather do they bring, right? So when you look at them and they look like that, what weather would you expect? Picture 1, the one that looks like cotton wool, usually mean that the weather will be fine. You'll find it like this in the language book. Picture 2, they're very tall, the top spreads out. That means these are storm clouds, right? Storm clouds. Let's go to picture 2. These clouds are very tall, the top of this cloud, type of cloud spreads out. These are storm clouds. When you see them, you know very sure that the weather will be stormy, right? I'm sorry. Picture 3. Very wispy. The weather will be fine again, right? They are very wispy. The weather will be fine. In picture 4, it means that the weather will be rainy, or there will be a lot of rain. Description of picture 4, flat and gray all over. These clouds are flat and gray all over. They are very low in the sky. Very low in the sky usually mean that it will rain. Now we're done with the practice book, page 10, exercise 1, exercise 2, and exercise 3. This is the end of the lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. Until we meet in the next video, stay safe.